Hey guys, it's Gethaway here, and I'm doing another episode of Final Fantasy 16. So, as it goes, there is a side quest around here somewhere. I'm with Joshua, Torgal, and Jill. No enemies. Called Knack. That was easy. What's up? Hey, Azan, I'm alright. You? Where are you? I'm trying to figure out where that side quest is.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it. The echoes have a will of their own.
With the ground shake. Did I pick up that item? Really? Alright. Can't go that way with that item yet. Okay. More enemies. Anything over here? Yep, the item. And a big enemy. Staggered. Yeah, it's like Devil Slayer. One shake. Okay.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
What the hell was that supposed to mean, Joshua? Fish up things so it takes the roads is over. They killed the chocobo, huh? There's a side quest. Resimov thought. Suck to him.
You're injured. What happened here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood. Up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they won't stand a chance.
You're also bloody as hell, dude. So what's happened to you?
Can't let those monsters reach
Those people need my help.
I'll go. You catch your breath.
Thank you. Our encampment is up ahead. Just off the track. They must not reach Tabor. Forgive me. Lord Cooker.
Rest well, soldier.
Damn. Bad blood.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic is still there.
Definitely around here.
They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Slay the enemies.
I got here in time.
There's plunder. You tried to hit me, you hit me back. I hit you back. Got it. Enemy slain. Give me. Okay, Sharp Fang. There's one thing that with which the fauna of Vistella do not want. It's more Darby-shaped fangs. Find severing maws, and so does Vistalians. Worse enough not to, some the said fangs have conceived judicious ways of fashioning them into the myriad articles of virtue, ranging from poetry to majority, bloody hide. When blood properly treated with urine, lime, salt, and mercury soaked in chocobo brains, this ichor fletched skin will make a fine piece of leather indeed. Magic ash. All creation is possible because of ether, is what gives a formless form and lifeless life. When an object is assigned to the flames, whether due to age, accident, or ill intent, ether contained within is released and returned to the land. However, they are rare instances in which the elemental charge or training trapped remains trapped inside the resulting Deuterius, and skilled weaponsmiths can harness this energy produced through their work.
Someone there! Please! I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Where are you, dude? There you are. Okay. You alright, dude? Dying Republican soldier.
You're with the battalion?
I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brothers. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here, you've earned it.
What did it give me? Quest complete? Okay, it didn't show me what I got. Magic ash. Raises possible of ether is what gives this formless form and lifeless life. When the object is assigned to the flames, whether due to age, accident, or ill intent, ether contained within is released and returned to the land. They are, however, in rare instances in which an elemental charge that remains trapped inside the resulting Deuterius, and skilled weaponsmiths can harness this energy to use to their work. Meteorite just drops wood and iron fall from the smith's oven for to cool. So too do they fall from the crystal foundry where the gods forged their divine instruments of war, or is believed called these otherworldly outcast meteorites.
You seem familiar. Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
There, you better leave.
That skull. Son of a whore. You're Sid.
I was
No.
there! In Cosmos when you killed my brothers! I was there in Rosalind when you killed my commander!
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
What of my ill will? Coward! Throw your steel. Lord Cooker shall be avenged!
Fine if you insist.
Fine. If you insist.
The Titan!
Let's go. Or not.
You're in no fit state to fight.
Then this should be easy for you. Come on. Kill me!
For what? The sins of your master. You and I have no quarrel. And I will not strike a man who cannot defend himself.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Cooker told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer of some...
And like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
I would have killed him anyway. Can I kill him? No.
Come on. Yeah. Thanks, Gal. Get him. This one. All yours, Tor.
Antelopes.
Fly, Ambrosia.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
No need to ride from here. Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations. albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yote has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
I like Yote.
Lady Yote.
I like her a lot.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua, the Einherjar is the Royalist flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yote and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails up at one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Meanwhile, the warriors free cities, the free cities of Canberra.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you!
What the hell?
Distinguished members of the Council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
Looks so sick and evil.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed.
Wait a second. Okay, definitely. Okay, free cities of Canberra. Variation of neighboring independent city-states located in the southeast of the Dominican Republic, were originally part of the Mekia. Cities achieved this independence in the year 857, hoping to step away from the Republic's internal struggles and focus instead of governments upon which the prosperity has been built. Political power presumably resides with the Council of Drive Masters, prominent Gambian traders of craftspeople. The lack of dominion, the Mominant or Mother Crystal to convert, along with the considerable fashionable resources, allows Canberra to retain both its independence and neutrality in the face of the considerable turmoil elsewhere. As such, it lacks a standing army, defenses of its walls, having the reelected to small yet trained city guard, the Republic Parliament, highest council of government, the Republic of Dagger. 7 ministers are responsible for ruling the nation. As after the death of Hugh Kupka and the introduction of Reichsfang, the Republic descended into chaos and fell into the ministers' pit to pick up the pieces of the crumbling country. Bardas Darmo, King of Walud and Norman of Odin, the Warden of Darkness. Though this nation's installation in Ash allows Barbarbus to remain aloft in the affairs of the Storm, he has as oft elected to precisely that. News of late would suggest that he has ambitions of Western continent.
Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Uh-oh.
Enough.
Ooh, nice.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation.
The blood, though.
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris. A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
He killed them all.
So then, how long has Walud been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. What is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant. Even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects. And while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, I don't suppose they do.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Umielos delan tu isag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Ooh, we did it, finally. Finally kissed her in the head.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yose.
She sounds upset, like she doesn't want to leave him. Oh, I feel bad.
Let's find our friends.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Side quest right here.
Opportunity beckons. Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Korava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin, and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Well, alright, I'll hunt your Avius.
Alright. I'll hunt your Evis.
Evis, sorry.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Korava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Skin trade. Slay the Dread Avius of Volmria. I'm gonna go up the stairs, right? I never did this side quest. No, not that way. How?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes.
The chest. There's another side quest over there too.
I'm sure I can find you something. All of these stones have a good diamond dust in them.
I'm gonna get out of the blade open map. I'm gonna use my chocobo.
Guess we're all ready.
So silk. I'm gonna kill it. I need that gear. I need that loot.
Good girl. Fly, Ambrosia.
We'll find a way over there.
Back.
I don't like that. Let me break. Staggered. He won't die yet. Jesus. How in the hell do I get to this area? Real sash. But this will be in the way, but it's not. Move, turtle! Okay, now I'm lost. I hate how he does not move so quick. He always, they want you to use the chocobo. God damn it. Go. Oh my god, it's so hard to control too. Can I get down there? No. Oh my god, turn, dude. Jesus. Really?
That'll do, girl.
No.
Cyril, how fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Set the Phoenix down from Serial and the Undying.
For as long as you bear it, the members of our order will reveal themselves unto you. If there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
I think they're king.
To Canva then.
We'll talk about this later.
I hope it's this way. I really hope it's this way.
You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
We gotta go this way, right? Yeah. Go that way. Guided path. It was a path. Yep, definitely go this way. I went the wrong way the whole time.
Sure this is the right way, brother.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm doing side quests here. Chocobo. I want to run. Needs to go be my clicker. And there's enemies. I should have known. There's thunder.
Fly, Ambrosia.
The ground shake. Chocobo again.
Good girl.
There's a Corva, or Nalbana. Definitely enemies around here, so it's perfect time to level up. Hey, thunder. Let me get that item over there. There's two items over here. What's that? 2 desert roses. Gil. Slayers. There we go.
Fly, Ambrosia. Be safe.
Slay the enemy.
Hold your way, but it looks like there's still plenty of fighting in yet.
You missed, Joshua. Dagger. Got it. Avius skin. The thick, scaled skin of an avius claimed by some kind to be an old as the mountains themselves, though it is most likely seen by the decade or two. Damon's Talion. Upon close inspection of lesser dragon's foot, one may observe the middle talon is longer than the rest. This extended appendage is used to puncture the fleshy parts of the creature's prey, causing severe blood loss and weakening them for the kill.
This thing reeks. The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Let's go. Skin trade. Here you go, dude. Take it.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it.
If it's good.
Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek, yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I'd hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
I don't plan on making a habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
Bloody hide. Rapidly treated with urine, lime salt, and directly soaked in chocobo brains. The etcher reflector skin would make the fine piece of etcher rather indeed. In meteorite, just as drops wood and iron fall from the smith's oven to for to cool, so too do they fall from the crystal foundry where the gods forged their divine instruments of war. Or so is believed. We call these otherworldly outcast meteorites. So is there any lore? Tabor. Ancient settlement in central southern Dalmatia. It seems to cling into very cliffs and dominate the landscape of the region. Its proximity to the free cities of Canberra gives Tabor a ready market for the high-quality leather and tanners produce, as well as the salts and minerals mined from beneath it. Being noticed to this industry, it is here that, since the fall of the Rosalith to the Empire, secretive coven of the Dibshal loyalists, known as Undying, have carried out their duties to the Phoenix. Cyril, a senior member of the Undying, known as the Bearer of Burning Quill, who coordinates the Order's research into Ultima for their headquarters in the Dominican village of Tabor. The leasage led Lord Joshua's command. He leads his orders strength to Clive. Jote, a member of Undying, a secret society sworn to protect and serve the Ross Fields of Rosaria and Daemon of the Phoenix, who was always born in their line. After her order rescued Joshua Rossfield from the ruins of Phoenix Gate and nursed him back to health, Jote was attacked by her ordeal to come by and protect him from his journey to cover the truth of Ultima. And then the Undying secret order to serve the lords of Rosaria from the shadows. They revered the mighty Phoenix and its dominant as much once presided over the siege rights of Versatile Fundamental of Phoenix Gate. Outside the order known as Resistance, even among the highest ranking members of Rosarian nobility, and to this very day, the Rosaria, reduced to the mere imperial province, they continue to serve the rightful keeper of the flame, His Grace Joshua Wattsfield. So there is a other side quest around here. I just don't know where it is. It's up there somewhere, probably. Yeah, it's right there, up there.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. No one was paying me the slightest heed. Is something wrong? At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard. The university? You're a scholar. A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
I might learn something.
Stairs and memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village.
I like his voice, sounds weird.
One each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands. I can't promise I'll remember everything perfectly. Remember what you can.
I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Carved in stone.
How are those new boots treating you?
They're fantastic. Soft.
There's another chest. Goblin coin.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dalman.
Not a scratch on them.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing less?
Wanderers of the Golden Plains lay roots to stone, while with pride we called the noble past them and make the rocks at home. It's
What
one.
Golden Plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Mummy made a pottage for it.
Sounds delicious. Perhaps you'll find me there to try.
Which is a magic ash. Another one. Children of the hunters, melt the rios of the land, reap her promised blessing, and give praise to her glorious hand.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor.
Another one up here. This game is really easy to figure out. There's like no puzzles or nothing. I'm happy about that. I don't think Final Fantasy is known for its puzzles though. I think it's known for its combat. Another one right here. Guardians of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabar, sacred hold of the noble blood till ends their mother's labor.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Milos.
The engravings were in good repair considering their age.
Oh, what that I could have seen for myself. Come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
I guess.
Great. Good. Moogle. Guardians.
I think I got it wrong.
That's definitely not right.
All the time you need.
Guardians of the Crystal, Guardians of the Republic. I'm gonna try the Crystal. I'm not sure. I wasn't paying attention.
The first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Voyages of Ancient Oceans, Wonders of the Golden Plains, and Riders of the Snowy Slopes. Wanderers?
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
Children of the Hunters now sworn. Children of the Hunters, no tillers of the land. Hunters dancing. I think.
Children of the Hunters, now tillers of the land. Reap her promised blessing, and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, 1 for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars, given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Carved in stone, goblin coin. Economics are wont to argue the currency based on commerce, and is the cornerstone of civilization. If true, this coin would suggest that goblins are far more civilized than humankind gives them the credit for, or perhaps the humankind is rather than less civilized than we presume. Now on to the main story.
Careful how you pack that leather.
Can I buy potions from you?
Take a look at my wares.
Potions.
Of course. I think you have quite enough already. A fine choice. Anything else? A fine choice. Of course.
Ooh, I want that diamond sword.
Anything else? Go safely.
I got a new sword now. That looks sweet. That diamond sword looks sick. Chocobo.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia.
Enemies.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
This sword is pretty powerful. Ranked up. Oh, 38.
Run like the wind.
Gosh. Some more of these things.
This might take a while. This one. Nice try. Go for it. This one.
Clive.
So.
Is the city fallen?
Free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
The American Republic. A nation formed in the Federation of the 5 smaller states is located in the southern half of the southern continent of Storm. Its capital, Redella, having lost both Drake's Fang and the mighty Titan, the political situation of Mykia has deteriorated miraculously. Government scrambling to recall their troops from the ill-starred siege of Crystal and Dominion. They might be redeployed to quell the unfolding chaos at home.
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Oh, there's a side quest. 2 side quests. Actually, 3. There's Martha's Rest. Still the Bachland first.
If we're going to do this...
Elise.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness, and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more. And for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so, we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
Train places.
Do you have any fresh water?
Not going that way. It's always getting dark in the city. Like, it's starting to get really dark in this game. Sand and stone orbital roll. And another one right here. 15 sharp fangs. Let's get out of here.
Who needs a porter when there's no river?
I'm really going the wrong way again, yeah. Bear with me, guys. I'm just doing side quests right now to advance to give me some level up. I think I have to go this way. Let's see, do I go this way?
Please. A piece of fruit.
I haven't sold anything in days.
Me neither.
I showed you my past. What more do you want from me?
We just have to go that way.
What's happened? Guards at the gate.
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
Steps of the Forgotten.
Come on. Straight home now.
Over here!
They have like a fucking fin on their back. Oh, diver. Man, the sword's amazing, dude. It's so powerful. Okay. Wow. Come on, dude. Thanks, game. You, Jesus. I hate that. Fucking hell, he stuns me. Okay. That's enough of that. I know where this place is. I think this is part of the other part of the side quest where I have to like kill all the beastmen. It's in here. You have to get that. It's definitely the right area. No, it's definitely not. Come on, dude, sprint. Where is this place? Come on, stop. What's up with the enemies? The hell, they get knocked back every time I hit them. Use a Torgal. Every time Torgal hits him, he gets knocked back, and I have to like fucking waste. I have to fucking chase after him. So annoying. More of them? Come on. Where is this place? Go. Oh my god, more enemies. You guess that's part of the game, right? Just wasted it. More enemies. Come on. Okay. Not that way. I think it's up.
This one. Over here. Get him. Let's get this over with.
Come on. Thank you. I'm holding him.
Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia. This one. Over here.
Be right back. Goes deep.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
Right. Sharp Fang, if there's one thing that the fauna of Estella do not want, it's more sharks, more starboard Dagger, Sharp Fangs, lighter silver maws. So the Vestalians fortunate enough not to assume the said fangs had conceived prodigious ways of fashioning them into the myriad articles of virtue, ranging from poultry to majority, bloody hide, were probably treated with urine, lime, salt, and gratefully soaked in chocobo brains to secure a cure flesh skin will make a tiny piece of leather indeed.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklad.
Travel to Reliefs.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
You mean quiet?
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Something's not right.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashel?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, Don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
That sword looks so sexy, dude. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of it until I find something new. Eloise?
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlog. The village should be safe now.
Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Quest complete. So right. To most, not scoop lump of rough-hewn stone, nuisance upon which to stub one's toe. To the blacksmith, however, it is much, much more. For metal contained within may be fashioned expensive, yet durable gear favored by warriors across the realm. Meteorite, just as drops of molten iron fall from the smith's oven to the floor to cool, so do they fall from the celestial foundry where the gods forge their divine instruments of war. Or so is believed. We call these otherworldly outcast meteorites. Black blood, a thick, oily substance sometimes found pooling in the newly formed wounds of the earth, such as cracks left by the tremors or the passing of an icon. Though it burns as hot, as bright as any crystal, the liquid has until recently been largely ignored by the people of Estella due to the edge of smoke that emits when ignited.
Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
You'd rather she didn't.
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery. And we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
So I can get out of here now. Map. So there's one right here, Martha's Rest, and they have to go all the way to the left. The right, I mean. I like these side stories, they're very fun. Martha's Rest.
Ah, Clive. Just the man I was hoping to see.
Oh? And why is that?
Remember how some of Sir Wade's guardians took up residence here after the Akashic attacked? Well, now the rest have come to join him. Seems their barracks in the Lazarus have been lost to an ether flood. Now, I don't mind having a few more brave boys around to keep them animals at bay. I ain't daft after all. But we ain't got nowhere for 'em to bed down. Poor buggers are having to make do with haylofts and chocobo pens. I'd build 'em a new barracks here if I could. But where would I put 'em? There just ain't enough room up here on the rock. Which leaves us in a bit of a pickle. The people we're counting on to keep us safe are living like beggars.
I see.
And it isn't just that lot. There's bears to think about too. There's been more and more of them turning up lately, coming from all over looking for safe haven. But there's only so many we can shelter with the room we've got. We can't keep cramming more and more people into less and less space. What we need is a new home for our new arrivals. And that's what I was hoping you might help me with. If it ain't too much of a burden, of course.
If it's no burden.
It's no burden.
Thank you, Clive.
So, where were you thinking of making this new home?
Well, I reckon we could do a lot worse than Eastpool.
Eastpool. It's been a long time since I thought about that place.
It was a tragedy, what happened. And if any of us could have done anything to stop it, we would have. But what's done is done. And those who lived there wouldn't have wanted the village they loved to be left in ruins.
I suppose you're right.
The blight might be pressing in, but I reckon it's got a good few years left in it yet. There's just one problem. A band of cutthroats have made it their den, and they don't seem like they'll be moving on in a hurry. Nasty bastards they are too. I've lost some good men to their raids. Would have sent someone to clear them out sooner, if my boys didn't already have their hands full fending off the Akashic. But now we've got a few more Guardians of the Flame to call on. I reckon it's time we made our move. What do you say? Fancy leading a raiding party?
I do. Eastpool was once home to people I loved. I won't have bandits sully those memories. I'll gladly drive them out of there.
And I know the men will gladly follow you. I've already shared a few thoughts with Sir Wade about how we might be able to win the place back. And I dare say he's got some ideas of his own too. Why don't you go and talk to him?
Of course.
Rekindling the flame.
Back to Eastpool, then.
Not just yet. Let's hear Wade's plan first. So Wade, it's good to see you well.
And you, Lord Rossfield. And you.
I spoke with Martha. She tells me you have plans to free Eastpool and make it your own.
That's right, though it was mostly her idea. I rather fear my men have been treading on her toes somewhat since joining us, not to mention each other's. And then there are the bearers, men and women who found the courage to flee their masters and sought refuge here. We need somewhere to settle them, and I can think of worse places than Eastpool.
As can I. Which is why I agreed to help you win it back.
That's very kind of you. I'd be most grateful if you would. With you beside us, we shall soon send that rabble of rogues running for the hills.
So, what can you tell me?
That thankfully there aren't too many of them. Fewer than a dozen at our last count. And rather less, thankfully. The road that leads there will more than likely still be crawling with Akashic. A small force would suffice to clear the village. But if the Akashic were to follow them in, that force could end up trapped between a rock and a very hard place indeed.
I'll head into Eastpool and deal with the bandits. You and the Guardians can stay outside the village and fend off any Akashic who come too close. Make sure I'm not taken unawares.
I can't ask you to bear all that risk yourself, my lord.
The Akashic are the bigger risk. I can handle a few bandits.
Well, if you're sure, I shall summon my men at once.
Shall I wait for you here?
No need, my lord. You go on ahead. We'll be with you before long.
All right. I'll meet you at Eastpool then.
We shall see you there. And may victory await our coming.
Okay, so Eastpool we go.
made so sturdy, even abandoned.
Chocobo.
Can hardly make out a blooming thing. Straight home now.
Firebomb. Broken health. East Pool. I'm right in the right area now.
Who the hell are you? Kill them!
Sure.
You will leave
Hey,
this
that guy's the
You'll
first.
face the consequences.
Come on, game, thanks.
That's the end of that then.
Oh, come on, these things again.
Doesn't matter. It goes to.
Dagger. Enemy slain. Steel Silk. A rare case of hyperbolt has played no role in the item's nomenclature. Steel Silk is every bit as strong as steel, as strong as soft as silk, making a popular choice for tailors tasked to break crafting durable armor that does not hinder movement. Magic Ash. Stone creation is possible with ether, is what gives formless form and a lifeless life. When the object is assigned to the flames, whether due to age, accident, or ill intent, the ether contained within is released and returned to the land. They are, however, witnesses in which elemental charge remains trapped inside, and resulting deleterious and skilled weaponsmiths can harness this energy for their work. Black blood. A thick oily substance sometimes found pooling in newly formed wounds in the earth, such as the cracks left by the tremors or the passing of an icon. Though it burns as hot, as bright as any crystal, the liquid has until recently been largely ignored by the people of Estella due to the tragic smoke that emits from the United.
Any more surprises? I'll take that as a no.
Bravo. A magnificent display, my lord.
You were watching? I thought you were keeping an eye out for a Kashik.
We were. Put down more than a few on the road, then arrived just in time to see you slay that... whatever it was.
Let's hope it was the last of its kind. Though I expect you and the Guardians will be up to the challenge should another appear.
I would hope so, my lord.
Your men will be bringing the bearers who'll be living here, I assume. It might be best to send word for them to come right away, before any other unsavory characters move in.
Of course. I'll send orders for them to depart immediately. Leave it with me, my lord.
One time later.
Home. Without masters.
No. We're the masters now. Our lives are our own at last.
That's all of them. And not a single Akashak in sight. Now to begin the important work of rebuilding the place. It won't be easy. Especially not after 5 years of beasts and blackguards having their wicked way with the place. The masonry might still be sturdy enough, but half the beams are rotted. Those that weren't lost in the fire or burned by the bandits, that is. It'll take a bit of elbow grease, but we'll see Eastpool rise again. Just you wait.
So wait. Lady Hannah is buried here. If you don't mind, I'd like Oscar to join the rebuilding efforts. He should be a part of this.
Of course. I couldn't agree more.
I'll let Martha know that everyone arrived safely. If you need anything more, you have only to send a Stolas.
And we will, my lord. Safe travels.
Eastpool lives again.
Let's go and tell Martha the good news.
Martha.
Ah, there you are. All went well then. Sir Wade told me you got rid of the bandits while his lot kept an eye out. Nicely done. What's all this about some shape-shifting nightmare showing up? On second thoughts, don't tell me. It'll only give me nightmares of me own. What matters is, you did it. And now we can build our new village.
I suppose it will be. What will you call it?
What else? Eastpool. Sir Wade said it best. There's plenty bad happened to that place. But that don't undo the good that happened there. No need to throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Did Wade say that?
Well, something along those lines. Anyway, the poor souls might have made it to Eastpool, but their work ain't done yet. So the way I see it, neither is mine. If it's food or lumber or the strong backs they need, the rest is ready to provide it.
Thank you, Martha.
No, thank you. You didn't have to help us.
I wanted to.
Quest complete. Still silk rathers in case, rare case, which Ivorbow has played no role in the item's nomenclature. Still silk is every bit as strong as steel. Steel is as strong as soft as silk. Be a popular choice for the tailor's tasked with crafting durable armor that does not hinder movement. Bloody hide, when properly treated with urine, lime, and salt, and legally soak in chocobo brains, this issue of flesh skin would make a fine piece of leather indeed. Meteorite, just as drops of molten iron fall from the smith's oven to the floor to cool, so too do they fall from the crystal foundry where the gods forge their divine instruments of war, or so is believed. We call this otherworldly outcast meteorites. So I have to go to the map. That's done. So I have one more side quest for this video, and then I'm done for this episode. Lost Wing.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need.
You know what you have to do. Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found. And it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lostwing? Everything you've built.
I built Lostwing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lostwing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lostwing die?
I will.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Gotan's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
Which is justice too. We justice too.
Come then, brother. We are awaited in Gotan's Bales.
I'm already on it.
Come on.
Yeah!
No need to ride from here.
Prepare.
Everyone. Quinton has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Sid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinton. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's because he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
Uh-oh.
You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinton.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's manor. We have to get Quinton to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. They don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Sid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinton die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can. Where is this manor?
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Sid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Alright. Let me go to the woods.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Back to the stables, girl.
I think the next marathon I do is going to be Star Wars marathon. I have a lot of Star Wars games I can play. Shoot. I miss. I didn't see it for a second. I was like, where is it? Too much chocobo back. Brax. Okay. Dagger. Nice. Nice, Joshua. What is up with all the harder enemies? Seriously? Come on, dude. Come on, enemies are always everywhere. Now, where is this objective?
Clive, look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Unless he died.
Quentin, are you all right?
No. But I am alive. Which is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
This must be the guard dog. Quentin. I'll hold it off. You go. Your comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you. Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
Dagger, that was quick. Got it. Coral Whisker, surprising this section. Coral Whisker shows it's composed almost entirely metal, which would go some ways to explain why corals can channel lightning. It raises the question how the metal got there in the first place.
If only we'd arrived earlier. Is it over?
This is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear, just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans, building a haven in Lostwing, freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what is this? Justice. My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quinton.
Master Quinton! Oh, thank Krieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
What do you mean flooded?
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be a fool.
Damn it. It's not going to last long in there.
We have to finish this quickly.
Who's curing? Come on, dude. You need to stop that shit. Right. To most non-scoop lump of rough-hewn stone, the distance upon which to stub one's toe. To the blacksmith, however, it is much, much more. A metal contained within may be fashioned to expensive yet durable gear favored by the warriors across the realm. Magic ash, all creation of possible because of ether. It is what gives a formless form and lifeless life. When the object is assigned to the flames, or do they age, accident, or ill intent, the ether contained with is released, returned to the land. They are, however, rare instances in which the elemental charge remains trapped inside it, resulting to Cheris. So weaponsmiths can harness this energy for their work. Back blood, the oil, a thick oily substance sometimes found pooling in newly formed wounds in the earth, such as cracks left by tremors or passing of an icon. Though it burns as hot and bright as any crystal, the liquid has until recently been largely ignored by the peoples of Estella due to the toxic smoke that emits from the United and then Gilbug. Contrary to popular belief, the small insect does not give its name for its appearance, but rather than the fact that it's highly sought after by food seekers for use in the brewing medicines. In summer, when the beetles are most numerous, children across the ground will spend nigh every waking hour collecting specimens in readiness to exchange them for the handful of coppers. As children that have tiny hands, however, this amount is fewer than one might expect.
I need to get back to Quentin.
Oh no, Quentin. Oh, he's not dead.
Quentin, look at me. Thank the Thunder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Sometime later.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
I see. Then all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Queen. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quentin. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
Because we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lost Wing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start. One life ends, and another begins. Why just a village? We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinton we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinton will suffice. After all, we are family. Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
Quest complete. Hangman's signboard. The emblem of a hangman and chevron of heart of Wastwing. The village is a haven for the downtrodden, built around the fallen ruin. One as a point to reveal its secrets as the hangman's economic traveling keeper. After the wind, but wicked whale. This is a wind ether that has failed to dissipate of the battlefield has instead. So it's to a solid form. Not unlike crystal, but some fundamental purity that renders it far more potent. It's not highly specified in its applications. Meteorite. This drops of molten iron from the smith's oven to cool. So too do they fall from the crystal foundry where the gods forge the divine instruments of war. Or so is believed. We call these otherworldly outcast meteorites. Okay. That's enough for that. Free cities of Canberra. Old Canberra. Free cities of Canberra. Warehouse district.
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think it stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is? Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So well done. I actually love Mid. She's one of my favorites.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned. But silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Give me a second. Give me a second. There's probably... Yep. Ultima. Otherworldly being behind much of the tragedy and turmoil has plagued Vestella. Ultima requires a vessel in which to incubate its symbolic soul. Slive's serious ability has absorbed the powers of Icon. Other icons suggest he is a very mythos, and Ultima has very long awaited. He wills Clive to absorb other icons, and his vessel might be perfected. Joshua Rossfield, dominant of Phoenix and younger brother of Clive. After surviving the disaster of Phoenix Gate, he devoted himself to uncovering the truth behind the emergence of the second icon of fire. With the help of the Undying, he obtained a copy of the Journal of Moss of Chonikor, whose pages he learned of the existence of Ultima, the creature he was later to meet within the sealed way inside himself with the sanctuary and Drake's head. Now united from his brother's brother, he and Clive fight along as one to defeat Ultima and the forge of new fate for mankind. Old Canvar, the capital of free cities of Canvar, located on the oil tail end of Titan Wake, is on the East Storm. It is a hive of mercantile activity where you can hardly move from the trade to transacted on nigh every cobbled hour.
To lock themselves in their villas before the horde arrived. Some in the merchants' district to the west and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them, and quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the merchants' district, while you look to those across the river.
Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood.
And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship? The Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you're stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Even fall. Save. Okay guys, that's the end of that part for now. So if you liked this video, please comment, subscribe, like this video, and help out. And ready. If you want to post notifications, don't miss another episode. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.